Judge Ketanji with her sexy chocolate. Judge Ketanji. Judge Ketanji, my sister. Judge Ketanji. How did you end up with a puppy, my beautiful African queen? Can somebody tell me how Judge Ketanji ended up with a Neo-Neanderthal as your lifelong partner? How did you do that, my sister? You are gorgeous. Chocolate, thick, curvy, beautiful skin, natural hair. How did you end up with a puppy? How, Judge Ketanji? How? Damn. We already got Clarence Thomas bunny hopping on the Supreme Court. We already got Clarence Thomas bunny hopping. Now Judge Ketanji with her fine self is also bunny hopping. And Sister Corinne Pierre, my dear White House Secretary, Sister Corinne Pierre, my dear White House Secretary, Sister Corinne Pierre, I heard you been rainbow ganging. As fine as you is, girl. With them eyes and them lips and that nose and that smile. What are you doing? Are they giving y'all a shot? They must be giving them some type of Negro-Pean shot. What is it with you Washington, D.C. elected federal officials, man? Two fine-ass black women. And they not going to tell me they couldn't find no man. Oh, no. Judge Ketanji, you are not going to tell me you couldn't find a black man. No, 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 as fine as you is. Corinne Pierre, nah. You got a damn snow bunny. Corinne, are you crazy? You are from the revolutionary island of Haiti. You're supposed to be representing the Haitian African people. And you got the nerve to have a damn snow bunny. Sister, come on. Y'all disrespecting the chocolate people. What's going on in D.C., brothers and sisters? By the way, family. I got a homework assignment for all of you. Oh, they beautiful. Judge Ketanji, if I ever see her on the street, I'm going to give her a big hug and kiss on the cheek, and I'm going to say, come back to the black man. And if I see Sister Corinne on the street, I'm going to give her a big hug on the kiss on the cheek too, and say, come back to the black man. Oh, yes. Don't let me run into the White House press secretary. Oh, no. Don't let King Kong run into the White House press. Don't you let me run into that black Supreme Court justice. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they getting a hug and a kiss, and I don't care if they don't like it. I'm going to put it all on my social media. Y'all got hugged and kissed by the new Malcolm X, and I'm going to tell your boss. I'm going to say you got hugged and kissed by the new Marcus Garvey, and I'm going to tell your boss. You got hugged and kissed by the new George Jackson. I'm going to tell your boss. Brothers and sisters, as a psychologist, I want to give you some homework. There is a documentary on YouTube. Go to Frontline PBS, and I want you to watch the Clarence and Jeannie Thomas documentary. Please watch the Clarence and Jeannie Thomas documentary. You must watch it. If you want to see why Clarence Thomas is such a self-hating Negro-Pean, you have to watch this documentary. Lord have mercy. This documentary is a psychological expose on Clarence Thomas. They talk about he was abandoned by his parents. I'm not making fun of him. I want to be clear. I work with kids who were abandoned by their parents. Clarence Thomas was abandoned by his mother and abandoned by his father. He never fit into the black social circles when he was a child and growing up. Clarence Thomas was picked on and bullied for being dark-skinned, and they called him unattractive. This is what Black America did to Clarence Thomas. This is what we did to Clarence Thomas, brothers and sisters. This is what we did to Clarence Thomas. We made him hate himself. I'm going to say it again. Black America made Clarence Thomas hate himself, abandoned by his parents, picked on by black people for his skin and features. Did you know Clarence Thomas was either a member of the Black Panther Party or was close to it? Brothers and sisters, Clarence Thomas needs some deep healing. He is the perfect example. Just because you are considered a success does not mean you have succeeded. I feel sorry for the man, but he's still an enemy from African people, so he's still an enemy for me. I feel sorry for Clarence Thomas. Watch that documentary so y'all can see how this man, you know why he don't want to look out for black people? Do you want to know why Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas doesn't want to look out for black people? You know why? Because as far as he's concerned, black people didn't look out for him. Clarence Thomas is on a mission to make black people suffer for making him suffer. I'm going to say it again. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas is on a mission to make black people suffer because he has suffered, brothers and sisters. This is why we got to stop abandoning our children. We got to stop bullying black people. We got to stop talking about black skin, which is a blessing. Dark chocolate, the color of God, which is a blessing. Judge Ketanji, Corinne Pierre, it's a blessing to be chocolate. I wish I was chocolate, the original color of man, the color of the universe, the color of the soil, the color of God. It is a blessing. But when you beat up on black people, when we mistreat black people, they develop trauma. Clarence Thomas suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder from being victimized by his very own black community. It's a shame. It's a shame. It is an absolute shame. In Snow Bunny news, I just learned that a former UWF champion is being sued for half of his wealth by his Snow Bunny girlfriend because she supported him for several years. Tiger Woods is being sued by a Snow Bunny girlfriend for $30 million for leaving her ass at the airport. Since when do women get half of a man's wealth when they were unmarried? Since when do women get half of a man's wealth since they were unmarried? UFC, whatever. We don't control it. I don't care what the name is. Y'all get the point. Since when can you sue for 50% of my assets and I never made you my wife? We were never legally married. How can you come for millions of mine and we were never legally married? Snow Bunny privilege. The white power structure has basically said, if these Negroes want to keep on dating our women, the white power structure has basically said, if these Africans want to continue to date our women, we're going to charge them a pink tax. A pink tax. You want to date pink flesh? You will pay a pink tax. And guess what, brothers and sisters? Guess what? Black men are not dating white girls. Black men are not mating white girls. Black men are not cohabitating with white girls. Black men are not marrying white girls. If you have a white girlfriend, if you are bunny hopping, if you suffer from the snow bunny crisis, I want you to listen to what I'm about to say. If you are engaged to a bunny, dating a bunny, humping on a bunny, cohabitating with a bunny, married to a bunny, reproducing with a bunny, I want you to listen. You're not dating and you're not marrying. You are leasing the bunny. I'm going to say it again. You are leasing the snow bunny from the white community. Oh, yes, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes, that ain't your woman. She is a lease. When you lease an automobile, when you lease a house, you don't own the house. You simply pay for the house while you are using it. And if you put too many miles on that car, if you use too much of that house, you are subject to an excess tax when you have to turn in the merchandise. So what these black men are doing without even knowing it, they are renting snow bunnies from the white community. They are leasing and renting these damn white girls. They are leasing and renting bunnies. And that's why when she leaves you, she gets to take half of your shit with her, because this was a lease, a long-term lease. And you didn't read the fine print on the contract when you picked her up from the white community rental agency, the Snow Bunny rental agency. Where are my artists? If you are a cartoon artist, I need some political artwork done. I'm calling on my African-centered comic book, cartoon, political cartoon artists. I have a whole bunch of cartoon ideas. Will you work with me to reprogram the consciousness of African people? If you do cartoon art, I'm talking one page. I'm talking one page lesson for African people through art. The Snow Bunny Leasing Agency is going to be one of them. I need a cartoon that shows snow bunnies at the depot, at the Snow Bunny Leasing Agency, with a bunch of rich Negroes like the Shannon Sharps and Charles Barkleys and Tiger Woods and this UFC fighter. They're going up there to lease the bunny, and they sign the contract, but they don't read the contract. Snow Bunny Leasing Agency. You did not read the small print. The small print says, if the snow bunny decides to prematurely cancel your contract, she gets to take 50% of your assets with her. If the snow bunny decides to cancel your leasing contract, she gets to take 50% of your wealth with her. We're talking about snow bunnies using gullible, goofy-ass black men as economic stimulus packages. Black men don't date white women. They rent and lease them. They rent and lease them. And when the snow bunny is done being rented or leased, she takes half of your assets with her. Can I ask somebody a question? Do we know if there is a snow bunny divorce fund that is publicly traded on Wall Street? Because they're making a lot of money these days. Is there a snow bunny divorce fund that is publicly traded on Wall Street? Because if there is a snow bunny divorce mutual fund on Wall Street, I want to donate some FDMG. I want to invest some of your FDMG donations. I want to invest some of your FDMG donations into the Snow Bunny Divorce Mutual Fund on Wall Street. I think we can make $1 million in a year. I think if we invest in the Snow Bunny Divorce Fund on Wall Street, we can raise $1 million a year to fund the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. You Negroes ain't dating white girls. You are leasing. Tiger Woods was leasing that white woman. Tiger Woods was leasing that white woman. Tiger Woods was leasing, and when the lease ran out, she left with $1 billion. When the lease ran out, she left with $1 billion. When the lease ran out, she left with $1 billion. Lord have mercy. Tiger Woods' new girlfriend about to leave with $30 million. This UFC fighter, she about to leave. I don't know what he worth, but I know he got a couple million up in there. They are robbing the black community through the black man's lust for pink flesh. They are robbing the black community blind through the black man's lust for pink flesh. I didn't ask you to hate nobody. I didn't ask you to mistreat nobody. I didn't ask you to disrespect nobody. I am not a bigot. I am a Pan-Africanist and a statesman and an ambassador for the survival of African people. And if it doesn't benefit my race, I will expose it. I hope we ain't got South African brothers bunny hopping in Johannesburg. Because I'm going to tell you right now, South African black man. I'm going to tell you right now, South African black man. I'm going to tell you right now, South African black man. If I catch your ass bunny hopping, I'm going to expose you. How in the hell, after all the years of apartheid, all the abuse, all the rape, all the mistreatment, all the degradation of our South African brothers and sisters, you're going to turn around and date the daughter of apartheid? Why in the hell do you want to marry the daughter of apartheid? You want to mate with the daughter of apartheid. You want to reproduce with the daughter of apartheid. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I'm not going for it. I was out today. And I ran into 3 black women with their snow puppies. I saw 3 African sistrins. I saw 3 of them with their snow puppies. My beautiful black woman. And I love my sisters. I even love the 3 sisters. But I'm telling you right now, there is nothing more offensive to our ancestors. I'm speaking in the name of Queen Mother Harriet Tubman. I'm speaking in the name of Queen Mother Winnie Mandela. I'm speaking in the name of Queen Mother Nanny of the Jamaican Maroons. I'm speaking in the name of Ida B. Wells Barnett. Oh, yes. I'm speaking in the name of Mary Church Terrell, Anna Julia Cooper. I'm speaking in the name of all the black women who were raped and abused, dehumanized, during slavery, colonization in Africa, and slavery in the Americas and the Caribbean. There is nothing more offensive to the African female ancestor. There is nothing more offensive to the African female ancestor than to see a black woman volunteer her vagina to her oppressor. I say there is nothing more offensive and disrespectful to our great female ancestor warriors than to see an African woman voluntarily offer her vagina to her oppressor. What would Winnie Mandela say to see that? What would Ida B. Wells say to see that? What would Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth, what would they say to see that? A black woman volunteer her vagina to her oppressor. We talk about sexually transmitted diseases. What about spiritually transmitted diseases? You don't think laying down with a puppy or a bunny doesn't bring you a spiritually transmitted disease? You must be out of your African mind. You must be out of your African mind.